guys ready? And now, it's your main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a bittersweet one because one of our favorite, like seriously, one of Tokyo's most popular comics, on stage, off stage, he's an asshole. We all hate him. But you guys have come to comedy before. You've seen this guy. Aziz Vora is an absolute fucking beast, and I mean that both ways. He's done really, really well at Roast Battle. This is his last show. He is moving away from Asia. He's immigrated to Canada. So let's just give him a round of applause for everything he's accomplished here. He's definitely one of the guys that has put Tokyo comedy on the map. And tonight he is main eventing against like one of the most brutal fucking battlers and roasters we have. Every time we did a regular roast before Roast Battle, so you know, one of those where someone comes up and fucking Kris brought the house down. This guy is amazing. Aziz is undefeated. Kris is undefeated. Both of them have an amazing reputation. I mean, in battling. Again, off the stage, we hate them. But it's really bittersweet to bring them up. Wait, what's going? Oh, that guy. Were you guys here last time? Yeah, those of you who were here last time, it was that guy. So let's put your hands together and please welcome to the stage the lovely and talented Aziz Vora!
Hello, everybody!
All right, let's talk here a second, man.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's talk.
You've been in Japan now for how long?
I've been in Japan for about 6 years now.
6 years. How does it feel to be getting the fuck out?
Fucking great, actually. I can't fucking wait. No. I'm very sad to be leaving, but I'm also excited to move on as well. I'm glad this is going to be my final time on stage. Is killing a very good friend of mine, so I'm excited to this. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, speaking of the devil, and he looks like one, put your hands together and welcome to the stage, Kris Laios!
Hello, everybody. I just want to say, when you introduced Aziz, you said lovely and talented, and he looked at me like, is he talking about me? Like, there's no way, but yeah.
Kris runs the Gamuso shows on Fridays. He has a huge show here on April 27th. Sweden versus the United States.
Yeah, it's called Sweden
Which
versus
apparently I thought only happened in women's hockey, but...
It's Sweden versus America, comedy war. The American chose that tag. I wanted to call it Sweden and America bilateral comedy agreement. I know where they are.
So you guys have free healthcare, better looking people, well-run country, a higher happy index, and they've got palm trees. They win.
We'll see. We'll see on the 27th.
We'll see on April 27th.
Right here.
Are you guys ready? All right, one last time. Give it to me. Battle! 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 Aziz! Kris Laios! Let's roast!
Oh, we need a mic. Oh, shit. Okay, this is our second Indian on stage tonight. People always confuse Aziz and Vinay. Sorry, Aziz and Vinay. Which is really weird. I mean, they're both Indian, but like their names have different heritage, and fucking look at them. They're like, how can you confuse them? It's really easy. The ugly one is both of them.
So Kris has been in Japan for quite a long time. It's been about 12 years now since he got his visa. Sorry, 12 years since he got his wife.
This is my wife.
So I always get Kris's wife and Japanese visas mixed up because as long as you can speak English, they're pretty easy to get. And they only cost 4,000 yen. So.
Aziz has really shaped up since I first knew him. what the shape is, I don't know, but he lost a lot of weight. He's moving to Canada. Are you gonna lose more dead weight, or are you bringing Vinay? I thought you were gonna win your battle. I didn't know I was gonna be kicking someone who's lying.
I was researching some Swedish stuff to talk about for this roast, and I kind of noticed that a lot of Swedish companies like H&M or IKEA are kind of known for like the low quality items, not really built to last. But I don't think those stereotypes apply to Kris. I mean, that set he wrote 8 years ago is still going strong today.
That's our French DJ tonight. Give it up for Daft Cunt. Aziz is going to move to Toronto to make it. I mean, he tells jokes, he sings. I mean, if you really commit to this, I actually think that you will become Canada's most annoying homeless man.
Still better hockey than you.
Holy shit, that was mean. Jesus Christ.
This is kind of a silly joke, but I'll say it anyway, see if you can guess the ending of this. Kris is half Swedish, but also half Greek. So he buys his plates at IKEA, but he borrows money off the UK to do it.
Round one, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to go to the judges. It's a main event, so we've got 3 rounds. Who won the first one? Starting over here with Ruben.
My favorite joke was the Daft Cunt joke. So it's very, very hard to judge. Good God. Visas are very cheap and easy to get, guys. God damn. Overall, I have to give it to Kris on that first round.
Yeah, that was great. Aziz, I am getting pretty sick and tired of saying goodbye to you. I feel like that has pretty much ruined my trip to Japan. I never asked you to open for me, but for some reason everyone put you in as an opener, and now we have to say goodbye to you every goddamn show. And you're honestly not funny enough for that to happen. So, what I'll say to you, Kris, I saw you at a Gamoso show a couple days back. You were pretty terrible. But your joke writing now has really improved, and I've seen some improv skill out of you that I just never thought Sweden was capable of. So I'll give it to Kris on that round.
Great job, you guys. The IKEA joke, I loved it. It was fantastic. But honestly, hey, guys over there, shut the fuck up. I do have to say, knowing that you're moving to Toronto, I feel bad for everybody in my hometown that they have to receive you. So please don't go there. And I'm sorry, but I got to give it to Kris for that Daft Cunt joke. It was great. Sorry.
Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen. First round solidly in the tank for Kris Laios. You guys ready for round 2? Let's roast.
Yeah.
Good. Hello. Oh, fine. You can have that shit one. So I'm not sure, I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but Kris is married. But don't worry, ladies, because this is true. They're in an open relationship, which means they're allowed to fuck whoever she wants.
This is my wife.
But don't worry, it's not some weird polyamory thing or anything. It's actually a very mutually beneficial situation because he gets to stay in Japan and she doesn't have to fuck Kris Laios anymore.
Is this working? This is not working. Oh. Well, that was not awkward. It was.
Check.
Aziz, it's sad to see you go. It's just we used to, like, when we started doing comedy, we used to write jokes together right here in Shimo every week. It's really nice, you know, try to find the perfect setup, perfect punchline. Then 1 hour later, Aziz would come in overslept, take all the credits, and mumble the fucking punchlines.
Okay. Chris, I don't know how you could say that I claim to write any of your jokes. I mean, I wasn't alive when you started doing half of them. Fucking hell. I just want to take a bit of a sidestep to just say how sad it is and how sad I am that Sir Stephen Hawking died this week. I'm sure we're all very sad about that. In fact, the only person that's not sad about it is Chris, because he no longer has to pay royalties to him for using his voice.
This is still not fucking working. Are you?
It's still working.
Aziz.
Come on, guys, give him a chance. He's tried.
Aziz's comedy ability is pretty much like he's Japanese. Has a few lines that sort of gets him by, but mostly it's incoherent because he keeps mumbling his fucking punchlines.
I'm going to break the rules a little bit now and be a little bit nice to Chris because he may seem coma-inducingly boring on stage, but actually he does suffer from depression. He's seeing a therapist, and to fix that, she's prescribed a mild dose of antidepressants for all the audience members at his shows.
All right, I don't know if you know this about Aziz. He mumbles his fucking punchlines. And I don't know why you do that. It's when he doesn't have confidence in his joke, and like, just don't fucking do that. Just decide what you're gonna say, and decide how you're gonna say it, and commit to it. And like, if people don't like it, like, that's your job as a comedian to take it, you know? Just let the audience decide for themselves as to like the joke. Don't decide it for them by mumbling your fucking punchlines. Anyway, I fucked your mom.
All right. Wait. That was the joke.
No, he had a punchline. It was stumped over, but yeah. Sometimes I do mumble my punchlines, but that's because it's hard to remember them. I usually don't read them right in front of my face every fucking joke.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, round 2 in the tank. Let's make some noise for these 2 main event battlers. I mean, do we need to go to the judges for this one?
I think we're good. We're good.
All right, let's give it to the audience. If you thought Chris won that round.
I think we already gave it to the audience. I think they already...
All right, rounds 1 for Aziz. No, the first round, both were Kris.
No.
Yeah, 1-1. They're 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
one
won
for
the
one
first.
and 1 for 1. You guys cut me off, you motherfuckers. We're 1-1, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. 3 more jokes. You ready? Round number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some motherfucking noise for the final round of Tokyo Roast Battle 3. Let's roast.
Aziz has an unbroken winning streak at the roast battles. Last one, you beat a guy from the third world. The first one, you beat a woman. You see, Aziz is both British and Muslim.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's back.
I don't know if I've mentioned this already, but Kris is married and they're in an open relationship. I actually propositioned Kris's wife for sex once, but to her credit, she turned me down because she said she doesn't sleep with any of Kris's close friends because they're obviously shit judges of character. And then after explaining I don't consider Kris a close friend, I fucked her.
All you need to know about Aziz really is he has a joke about fingering his own sister. It's okay, everyone has stories about fingering your sister.
Kris, that joke's like 8 years old. I know for you, 8-year-old jokes are new, but I haven't done that in quite a while, so thanks.
That was about as smooth as Aziz Ansari on a date.
Kris is a tall guy, like me. He's about 6'3" or 7'2" if he stands up straight. Kris's posture is so bad it actually recently failed Japan's post-311 building regulations.
I run the Gummisser show, and I have Aziz on sometimes, and one time he refused to get on stage, this is true, unless I introduced him as the joke doctor. People don't ask for the money back after seeing your act, they sue for medical malpractice.
Oh, fuck. You can make jokes about fingering my sister, but you just crossed the line there, my friend. I'm just going to say something right now that I know we've all been thinking in this room since this roast began. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, right? Yeah. And I'm not even talking about in the way that he looks. I mean, he hangs out with cool and interesting people, but we all know the person he's most likely to end up fucking is the dog.
Right.
That's it. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Before we give it to the judges, could you guys all do me a huge favor? And fuck, who cares? I was just gonna take a video of all of you guys. But fuck that. Let's go to the judges. But before we do, let's hear from the audience. If you thought Aziz took round 3, put some of your hands together and make some noise. If you thought Kris Laios took it, put your hands together and make some noise. It's pretty close, but as we've discovered earlier, they don't give a fuck what you think. Let's start with Lindsay.
Cheers. Can we? Great. Okay, thank you. Cheers. Honestly, I want to base this point on whose beard I think could catch more soup or cum. Because it looks like both of you can guzzle a lot of each. So, God, this is so tough. I gotta, fuck. I gotta give it to Kris. Sorry, Aziz, I'm so sorry.
Aziz, I still hate you. But I would also like to finger your sister if that's game.
She's definitely up for it, I'm sure. Sorry, I think she's actually watching, right?
Is she here? Kris, really well done this round. You had cadence, you had confidence. I really enjoyed watching you roast him with some old stuff. I can tell that you guys are pals. And I enjoyed the way that your posture is disgusting. And I think Aziz bringing that to note, but your Aziz Ansari joke was really good as well. But your building regulations joke was good, and I'll tell you why. Because I walked past that today and I read it. Otherwise, I would have never known what the fuck that was. Yeah, Aziz, I'm gonna give it to Aziz. No, it's fine. I don't need anything else.
This is very
Hold on, we are 1-1 right now. So it's down to Ruben. Unless Ruben's a bitch, and then it's sudden death. You lose both ways. But the audience might win.
I see everyone in the audience looking at me except these two motherfuckers.
We might just be trying to think, fuck, have we got a sudden death joke with us?
Yeah.
I'd rather let them bomb than me, so fuck it, let's go one more.
Battle, 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 battle,
battle. Let's roll!
Jesus,
dude, that's the Finnish guy in the corner, right? Dude, calm down. People. Sweden always beats you at everything.
Okay, sitting down. Okay, that's good.
Not in the War Heroes record.
Might be.
Do you want to say something about that?
Can
we just leave? Yeah.
I just love a British Santa. I'm just into it. I'm totally.
Who's British?
Irish?
Finish.
Oh, that's fucking bad. That's stupid. Finnish is bad. Continue.
Kris, did you plant a Finnish person in the audience to make a Swede look cooler?
Aziz, you're not gonna get famous. I know you tried a bunch of different YouTube projects. My favorite one, I think, was the series of videos where it's of you eating at Burger King. Yeah! Like, what the fuck is that? I didn't know if I was watching a burger review or feeding time for the gorilla. Okay.
Yeah, the judges correctly said that I'm a very good friend of Kris's, and I know that he's a huge fan of Nirvana. And we kind of see him as like the Kurt Cobain of the comedy scene here because he's a great musician, he's a bit of a tortured soul, and we're all pretty much expecting him to kill himself at any moment. And yeah, that's it.
Tokyo Roast Battle 3, ladies and gentlemen!
Just want to say, I've had suicide attempts that were funnier than that joke.
Sorry, Kris is having a hard time because this is the first time he's been on stage where he hasn't been able to ask me to help him with his jokes. So he's a little bit...
If you write that great jokes, why don't you write one for yourself?
Kris, you've got the charisma. You've got the charisma of the fucking Swedish chef when no one's puppeteering him.
Kiss, 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 kiss.
No, we're gonna let the banner from Ashley Madison judge.
I'm super excited for one less tall comedian. Fuck. All right, let's hear it. Let's start over here. Ruben, who do you got?
Oh, God. Here we go. I thought Kris was just incredible, but maybe I'm just comparing it to your second round, because that was awful. That was one of the worst things I have ever seen. Credit to you for coming back. Oh God, I'm just grouping that last joke in with the last round, but they're all really solid jokes. I really want to just see Aziz come to Japan as a loser and leave as a loser. So I thought you came back. Congratulations, Kris. It's up to these two.
I think everyone would agree with me that extra round was pretty anticlimactic and a waste of all of our time. And that's me being kind. Ashley Madison, yes, you're right. I would openly create a website for married men to come and fuck me. That's not a problem whatsoever. Aziz, you were good. You were good. Your suicide jokes are great. I love when a white guy threatens to kill himself. I think that's a good thing. We can rid you off the planet. That'd be perfect. Are you depressed?
Maybe. A little bit.
Okay.
Fingers crossed even more in a minute.
There's nothing wrong with being depressed, I think, in comedy. Aziz, I wish you the absolute best. And you did well on that round. I'm giving it to you. Thank you.
You made me do it. Thanks, JC. I am leaving Japan tomorrow. That last round made me wish that I was already gone. Yeah. I do feel like throwing up right now. You guys have both made me feel physically nauseous. This is an awful predicament to be in, to be the tiebreaker, but honestly, I just feel so bad for you living your life as you. So honestly, we know he's already just, you're out of here. So I gotta give it to Aziz.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, still undefeated, Aziz motherfucking Vora! Hug it out!
I'm sorry, Kris. Don't kill yourself, Kris.
What's really funny is like they don't, for no one else. This time they're like, don't kill yourself.
Because he's so sweet. He's fragile.
Thank you very much.